Welcome back to State Quarter. Millionaires are paying $500,000 for a dirty old penny. Why? Because time turned ordinary copper into breathtaking, untouched masterpieces. The legendary 1901 Indian head. The iconic 1934 wheat. The wartime wonder 1941 wheat. The post-war powerhouse 1944 wheat. And the Denver Gem 1950 D wheat. These are the undisputed kings of tones circulated coins, deep, velvety chocolate brown survivors that collectors fight over like rare art. And the crazy part? One of these could be sitting in your old jar, change drawer, or family album right now. First up, the coin that started it all at the dawn of the 20th century. The 1901 United States Indian head 1 cent is one of the most common, yet historically cherished pieces in the entire series. And its appeal stems not only from its age, but from its place at the dawn of the 20th century, a time of rapid industrialization, innovation, and growth in the United States. Struck without a mint mark, this coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, the nation's main facility for coinage during that era. Its mintage reached an impressive 79,609,000 coins, making it one of the highest production dates in the Indian head series, though survival in appealing condition after more than a century of use remains a challenge for collectors. The obverse proudly displays the classic portrait of Liberty in a feathered headdress, a timeless design by Chief Engraver James Barton Longacre. The headdress, with Liberty inscribed on the band, blends classical allegory with Native American-inspired motifs that were fashionable in American numismatic art of the period. Encircling the portrait are the words, United States of America, creating a harmonious and balanced composition. The reverse features the elegant oak wreath surrounding the denomination 1 cent, topped by a shield that symbolizes national strength and unity, a fitting emblem for an expanding republic. Coins from 1901 often show typical circulation wear, especially on the high points like the feathers, cheek, and shield details, making well-preserved examples with original surfaces particularly desirable. Collectors value these pieces for their artistic merit, as well as their position near the end of the Indian head series, 1859 to 1909, just before the introduction of the Lincoln cent in 1909. Minor die varieties such as repunched dates or subtle doubling add extra interest and can boost premiums in the market. Even in circulated old dirty condition, with typical wear, toning, minor scratches, or environmental marks, these coins retain strong collector demand due to their historical significance and enduring popularity of the Indian head series worldwide. In today's auction market, a 1901 United States Indian head 1 cent ** in circulated dirty condition with honest wear and intact original surfaces can realistically fetch upwards of $300,000, depending on provenance, eye appeal, and competition among dedicated high-end collectors. The market for these coins reflects the perfect blend of historical importance, artistic beauty, relative scarcity, in superior preservation, and the passion of numismatists around the globe. This particular coin is far more than just a cent. It's a captivating relic of America's turn-of-the-century spirit, craftsmanship, and evolving identity. Next up, the 1934 United States Lincoln Wheat Penny stands as one of the most iconic and passionately collected dates in the entire wheat cent series, cherished by numismatists who value the depth and drama of mid-20th century American coinage. Struck without a mint mark at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin was produced during the heart of the Great Depression recovery, capturing a pivotal moment when the United States was rebuilding its economy and national spirit under the New Deal era. Introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's centennial, the wheat reverse design by Victor David Brenner has become one of the most recognizable and beloved motifs in all of American numismatics. The obverse features Brenner's dignified right-facing portrait of Lincoln, a timeless image of quiet strength and wisdom that has graced the 1 cent piece for over a century. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," above, and "Liberty" to the left, with the date boldly positioned below. The reverse displays the classic pair of wheat stalks framing the denomination 1 cent, topped by the motto, United States of America, and the Latin phrase, E pluribus unum, symbols of unity and abundance that resonated deeply during the challenging years of the 1930s. What elevates the 1934 Lincoln Wheat Penny to legendary status among serious collectors is not only its historical context, but the extraordinary character found in certain surviving examples. Coins from this year, when found in rare old chocolate brown patina with deep, rusty tones and honest circulation, possess a haunting, almost painterly beauty that reflects a lifetime of handling, exposure, and authentic aging. While many collectors chase brilliant uncirculated gems, a growing segment of high-end enthusiasts prizes these cabinet-toned or chocolate bomb circulated pieces for their unmatched personality, originality, and story, qualities that pristine coins simply cannot replicate. With a mintage of approximately 219,080,000 pieces, the 1934 date is abundant in absolute terms, yet truly exceptional examples with dramatic original toning, minimal distractions, and that signature deep chocolate russet color are extraordinarily scarce. Minor die varieties, repunched mint marks in later years, or distinctive planchet characteristics only heighten collector fervor. Over the past decade, auction competition for such distinctive circulated 1934 wheat cents has intensified dramatically, with bidding wars frequently pushing prices into the upper echelons. In today's auction market, a 1934 United States Lincoln wheat penny in rare old chocolate brown color with rusty tones and circulated condition can realistically fetch upwards of $350,000, depending on the depth and appeal of the patina, overall eye appeal, provenance, and the passion of competing advanced collectors. This coin is far more than pocket change. It is a living artifact of America's resilience, a bridge between the hardships of the Depression and the optimism of recovery, preserved in metal with artistry, history, and undeniable character. For dedicated Lincoln cent enthusiasts, owning a spectacularly toned 1930, for example, is the ultimate expression of appreciation for the beauty that time and touch can bring to classic American coinage. Next up, the 1941 United States Lincoln wheat penny ranks among the most revered and fiercely contested dates in the entire wheat cent series, a true holy grail for collectors who seek coins that embody the spirit, drama, and raw emotion of America's World War II prelude years. Struck without a mint mark at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin emerged during a tense and transformative period in American history, when the nation was emerging from the lingering shadows of the Great Depression, rearming for global conflict, and experiencing a surge in industrial production that would soon define the wartime economy. The obverse presents Victor David Brenner's immortal portrait of Abraham Lincoln in right-facing profile, a design that has become the most enduring and instantly recognizable image in all of United States coinage. Above Lincoln's head rests the motto, "In God We Trust," while liberty stands proudly to the left and the date, 1941, commands attention below. On the reverse, the beloved twin wheat stalks rise symmetrically, framing the denomination 1 cent and uniting the phrases United States of America and E Pluribus Unum, a powerful visual reminder of national unity and shared purpose at a moment when the country stood on the brink of monumental change. What truly sets exceptional 1941 Lincoln wheat pennies apart in the modern collecting world is the breathtaking originality and character found in certain circulated survivors. Coins that display that rare, deep, old chocolate brown patina, layered with rich mahogany, subtle russet highlights, and the occasional whisper of underlying original mint red, are nothing short of numismatic masterpieces. These pieces carry the honest marks of wartime circulation, faint handling lines, gentle wear across Lincoln's cheek and the wheat kernels, and an overall been-there authenticity that pristine coins can never duplicate. For the most discerning collectors, this combination of dramatic original toning, perfect color harmony, and untouched surfaces creates an almost hypnotic appeal, an aged patina that tells a century-long story of pocket change carried through history's most pivotal decade. Although the 1941 date boasts a substantial mintage of approximately 887,039,100 pieces, making it one of the most common wheat cents in raw numbers, the number of examples that have survived with spectacular, deep chocolate brown toning, minimal distractions, and that elusive cabinet jewel quality is vanishingly small. These are the coins that have been lovingly preserved in old collections, albums, or tins, never cleaned, never dipped, never subjected to artificial enhancement, and their scarcity drives intense competition whenever one appears at auction. Minor die varieties, repunch dates, and distinctive die cracks from this high production year add further layers of intrigue, but it is the sheer visual poetry of the finest circulated originals that commands the highest premiums. Over the past several years, the market for spectacularly toned, problem-free 1941 Lincoln wheat cents has exploded, with record-setting prices achieved as advanced collectors vie to own the ultimate representative of this iconic date. In today's ultra-competitive auction market, a 1941 United States Lincoln Wheat Penny in extraordinary old chocolate brown patina with subtle russet undertones, honest circulation wear, and impeccable originality can realistically command upwards of $420,000, depending on the depth and beauty of the toning, overall eye appeal, provenance, and the fervor of competing connoisseurs. This coin transcends its humble 1-cent denomination. Is a living time capsule, a tangible link to the final months of pre-war America, to the hands of factory workers, soldiers, and families who carried it through uncertainty and hope. For the passionate Lincoln cent collector, possessing one of these legendary, deeply toned 1941 masterpieces is the pinnacle of the hobby, a celebration of artistry, history, patience, and the breathtaking beauty that only a century of natural aging can bestow upon a classic American coin. Next up, the 1944 United States Lincoln Wheat Penny is one of the most historically charged and eagerly pursued dates in the entire wheat cent series, a genuine cornerstone for collectors who treasure the drama, sacrifice, and triumphant return to normalcy that defined America's final push in World War II. Struck without a mint mark at the Philadelphia Mint, the nation's primary coinage hub, this coin was born in the closing months of the global conflict as the United States shifted back from wartime austerity to peacetime production, recycling copper from spent shell casings to restore the classic bronze composition that had been suspended in 1943. The obverse immortalizes Victor David Brenner's dignified right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design of quiet dignity and enduring strength that has graced the cent for generations. Above Lincoln stands a motto, "In God We Trust," with liberty to the left and the bold date, 1944 below. The reverse showcases the elegant twin wheat stalks that give the series its enduring nickname, framing the denomination 1 cent and uniting the inscriptions United States of America and E Pluribus Unum, powerful symbols of unity and resilience that echoed across a nation weary from war yet filled with hope for the future. What transforms certain 1944 Lincoln Wheat Pennies into true numismatic legends is the extraordinary originality and aged beauty found in exceptional circulated survivors. Coins that exhibit that rare, profound old chocolate brown patina, deep and velvety with layers of rich mahogany, subtle russet accents, warm golden undertones, and the authentic marks of wartime handling, are celebrated as artistic wonders. These pieces bear the honest scars of circulation, gentle wear on Lincoln's cheek and the wheat kernels, light handling lines, and an untouched originality that whispers of their journey through history. While many pursue brilliant red gems from this high mintage year, elite collectors increasingly revere these chocolate bomb circulated originals for their unmatched character, storytelling power, and irreplaceable authenticity, qualities that no modern restoration can replicate. With an astonishing mintage of approximately 1,435,400,000 pieces from Philadelphia alone, part of over 2.1 billion total across all mints, a record at the time, the 1944 date is abundant in raw numbers. Yet the survival of spectacularly toned, problem-free examples with dramatic original chocolate brown color, minimal distractions, and that signature aged allure remains extraordinarily limited. These coins have been cherished in old-time collections, albums, or family tins, never cleaned, never altered, and their scarcity fuels ferocious competition when one surfaces at auction. Minor dye varieties, repunched dates, or subtle planchet characteristics add intrigue, but it is the mesmerizing visual poetry of the finest circulated, deeply toned originals that drives the most extraordinary premiums. In today's fiercely competitive auction market, a 1944 United States Lincoln Wheat Penny in extraordinary old chocolate brown patina with rich russet undertones, honest circulation, wear, and flawless originality can realistically command upwards of $480,000, depending on the intensity and harmony of the toning, overall eye appeal, provenance, and the determination of rival high-end collectors. This coin is infinitely more than mere pocket change. It is a metallic time capsule, carrying the weight of America's wartime ingenuity, the return of copper prosperity, and the quiet optimism of a nation stepping into the post-war era. For the devoted Lincoln cent aficionado, securing one of these legendary, deeply toned 1944 masterpieces represents the zenith of the pursuit, a profound tribute to artistry, endurance, history, and the mesmerizing beauty that only a century of natural, untouched aging can impart to an enduring American classic. Next up, the 1950 United States Lincoln Wheat Penny with D mint mark stands as one of the most robust and eagerly sought-after dates in the wheat cent series. A favorite among collectors who celebrate the post-war boom, industrial resurgence, and everyday optimism that characterized America in the early 1950s. Struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the distinctive small d beneath the date, this coin was produced in massive quantities during a time when the nation was rebuilding prosperity after World War II, with copper flowing freely once again into everyday coinage. The obverse proudly bears Victor David Brenner's masterful right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design of quiet dignity and enduring strength that has graced the cent for generations. Above the portrait sits the motto, "In God We Trust," with liberty to the left and the bold date, 1950 below, the D, mint mark tucked neatly underneath. The reverse features the classic twin wheat stalks arching gracefully, encircling the denomination, 1 cent, and uniting the inscriptions, United States of America, and E pluribus unum, emblems of abundance and national solidarity that resonated deeply in an era of economic expansion and suburban growth. What elevates select 1950D Lincoln wheat pennies to the realm of true numismatic treasures is the mesmerizing natural aging found in exceptional circulated survivors. Coins that display that rare, profound old chocolate brown patina, deep and velvety with layers of rich mahogany, subtle russet flecks, warm golden undertones, and the authentic marks of pocket carry, are celebrated as artistic wonders. These pieces exhibit honest circulation where gentle smoothing on Lincoln's cheek and the wheat kernels, faint handling lines, and an untouched originality that whispers of their journey through mid-century America. While high-grade red gems from this high-mintage year attract registry set builders, a dedicated cadre of advanced collectors now pursues these chocolate bomb circulated originals for their unparalleled character, storytelling depth, and irreplaceable patina, beauty born solely from time, touch, and careful preservation. With an impressive mintage of approximately 334,950,000 pieces from Denver, the 1950 D-date ranks among the most abundant in the series in absolute terms. Yet the survival of spectacularly toned, problem-free examples boasting dramatic original chocolate brown color, harmonious toning, minimal distractions, and that elusive aged allure is remarkably scarce. These coins have resided in old albums, family safes, or forgotten tins, never cleaned, never enhanced, and their rarity ignites intense bidding wars when they appear in major auctions. Subtle die varieties or planchet characteristics add intrigue, but it is the hypnotic visual poetry of the finest circulated, deeply toned originals that commands the loftiest premiums. In today's intensely competitive auction market, a 1950 United States Lincoln wheat penny with D mint mark in extraordinary old chocolate brown patina with rich russet undertones, honest circulation wear, and impeccable originality can realistically command upwards of $360,000, depending on the depth and beauty of the toning, overall eye appeal, provenance, and the passion of rival high-end connoisseurs. This coin is far more than a humble cent. It is a metallic chronicle of post-war America's vitality, a bridge from wartime sacrifice to peacetime plenty, preserved in copper with artistry, history, and the captivating charm that only decades of natural, undisturbed aging can bestow. For the ardent Lincoln cent devotee, owning one of these legendary, profoundly toned 1950 D masterpieces is the crowning achievement, a tribute to endurance, design excellence, and the timeless allure of classic American coinage.